Lost Epidemic was the first in the current trilogy and soon-to-be tetralogy of games by NLT Media. As the universe of this franchise grows and some of the details from the earlier stories are slightly forgotten or misremembered, I thought it would be a good idea to do a series on the lore and background for all of these games, highlighting some of the key characters and the most important moments so far. So let's kick the series off with the hero of Lost Epidemic. No, not Bradley, my character. Instead, we're going to be focusing on Simon. We are introduced to Simon right off the bat. My character Bradley is looking to get back into the East State University as Simon is leaving. Locking up the door behind him, unable to use his keycard beyond school hours, Simon is forced to give Bradley a lift to St. James University as he is on the way to a meeting between the two schools where Amanda Bancroft, Simon's mother, is. Simon's age is never fully discussed, but we do know, after a brief conversation with Amanda, that Simon does have a brother called Bobby. This is not the same Bobby as the one in the Genesis order. Very early on in the story, we are shown signs of Simon's mental disability. With that, we find Simon is berated and teased by Bradley and Andy, with both of them using some strong non-PC words towards him. These moments show the age of Lost Epidemic, and what could have been said back then is very different than what is allowed to be said now. Simon, being mentally young for his age, gives Bradley the ability to convince Simon to help him quite easily, luring Buddy away from his gardening post at the start of the game being the best example. This allows Bradley the ability to reach into the fountain and explore the eastern tower without Buddy finding out. Another part of Simon's disability makes him very fanatical and excited when reports of monsters are revealed. Simon's excitement and idolization of security leads him to striking up a close and fast bond with the security guard Buddy. This is first showcased when they first head upstairs and watch out the window to look out for the monster early on in the game. This bond between Simon and Buddy leads Simon to having unwavering loyalty to Buddy, to the point where Buddy is locked up in the security room and we find Simon communicating to him through the door. Simon has a different side to him though. It's when we constantly find Simon popping up at the end of sex scenes, getting told off by his mother for doing so, eating mushrooms in the woods, and eating Amber's pie that she had painstakingly baked for Amanda. We find a more comedic side to Simon, lightening the mood in a rather dark and dingy story. As the story ramps up into the final quarter, Simon comes into his own. The unlikely trio of Brad, Andy and Simon form a team, resulting in Tillman being captured and imprisoned before his great escape. It's at this point of the story we get Simon's true heroic moment. With Tillman on the loose with a shotgun, the trio formulate a plot that leads Tillman to the East Tower basement. With Bradley now trapped by Tillman, Simon lunges and beats Tillman's head into the ground, grabbing the shotgun from him. With that, the trio have control. Tillman accepts defeat. Simon then agrees it would be best to drop the gun, but it lands, it fires mistakenly, and blows Tillman's head clean off. And just like that, Simon's great moment was turned into a short but sweet bit of shock comedy. Simon's character is encapsulated by the final scene. While Bradley and the women are enjoying a bottle of the love potion together, Simon, dressed up in a security outfit, is looking after all of the babies in their prams, and as the door closes, a painting falls, causing the babies to start crying. I hope you enjoyed this little look back at Simon's character and realised how much of an important role he had in the Lost Epidemic story. We have seen cameos of him in Treasure and Nadia and the Genesis Order, but none of those really played that much of a key role, all of them being more comedic than anything. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, and as always, peace out.